In the land of Israel long ago, there was a young shepherd named David. David was just a young boy tending to his sheep in the fields, but he loved God with all his heart. He had older brothers who were soldiers, fighting in the Israelite army. One day, David's father sent him to deliver food to his brothers on the battlefield. When David arrived, he saw something shocking. The enemy, the Philistines, had a giant warrior named Goliath. He was over 9 feet tall, wearing heavy armor, and he shouted at the Israelites, challenging them to send someone to fight him. Everyone was afraid, even the king and the strongest soldiers. But David wasn't afraid. He asked, "Who is this giant that defies the army of God?" His brothers and others laughed at him. But David believed that, with the Lord, nothing was impossible. He had faced lions and bears while protecting his sheep, and God had helped him every time. So David went to King Saul and said, "I'll fight Goliath. God will help me." The king was skeptical but allowed it. Saul put on his armor on David, but David took off the heavy armor that didn't fit him and instead chose 5 smooth stones from a stream. With just a sling and his faith in God, David approached Goliath. The giant laughed when he saw the young boy. "Am I a dog that you come at me with a stick?" Goliath mocked. But David boldly replied, "You come at me with a sword and spear, but I come at you in the name of the Lord. Today, God will give you into my hands." David took a stone, placed it in his sling, and with a steady hand, he hurled it at Goliath. The stone struck Goliath right in the forehead, and the giant fell to the ground, defeated. The Israelites cheered as David stood victorious, knowing that God had given him the strength to win. David's courage showed everyone that with faith in God, even the biggest challenges can be overcome. The story of David and Goliath teaches us that no matter how small we may feel, with God's help, we can face our fears and accomplish great things. When we trust in God and step out in faith, we can face any challenge, no matter how big. Courage doesn't come from ourselves. It comes from knowing God is with us.